Yo, what is going on, y'all? It's your boy Shusui, and today we're back with another video and finally going over the metal support guide. It's been a while, but I'm finally getting it to y'all. Let's get started. Alright, firstly, we're going to go over what is a metal, how to tell if it's a good metal, a good unique trait, and how to change the traits on a metal as well. So right here is, we'll do my bounce man. This is on an attacker Zoro. So first thing you want to look for is something called a unique trait. It's up at the top. When your allies are not near the treasure area where you are at, increase damage dealt by 5%. When you're doing a medal for a certain character, you want the medal to benefit whatever character you're doing it for. For Zoro, this medal is good because when your allies are not near the treasure area where you're at, increase damage dealt by 5%. So it's increasing your damage, which is good. Actually, it's great for Zoro because he's an attacker. Try to keep it simple. I mean, don't really overthink the unique trait. If it has a good unique trait that benefits an attacker, runner, or defender, whatever you main, definitely put it on whatever character you're trying to use it for. Next are your extra traits. Your extra traits, in my opinion, solely depend on who you're using. You have to read your character's traits to then know what traits to put on your medal. Because then, I mean, your every character is different. Like Nico Robin, she just doesn't die. So like, you don't have to put extra defense on Nico Robin. Put, in my opinion, what I would put is like some attack medals to increase her damage dealt when you're in your treasure, because she doesn't die in the first place. So give her stuff to help her almost be more like an attacker or to benefit her attack stats. Here's my Zoro, and we're gonna go over to traits. As you can see, when you go over to traits, all this reading comes up. Please read it. Like, this is what I'm talking about when you have to read your traits. Your traits are what tell you what traits to then put on your medal. For Zoro, a lot of his traits down here are just about getting your HP back. Zoro is a glass cannon. If he gets hit by any main attack, he's gonna die. So you have to put traits on your medals that benefit Zoro and HP. He's an attacker, and usually with attackers, you want to also put stuff to up their attack. But with Zoro, I felt like I was good enough with them to not have to have any extra attack. I feel like I'm alright with that. So I put literally all HP on him. As you can see, every single stat is HP on every medal. There's nothing different. But for my next one, when attacking an enemy in the area around your enemy's treasure, increase damage dealt by 5%. Once again, anything to increase that 5%. So if you're at a enemy's treasure and none of your allies are around, you have a 10% attack boost, which will increase damage dealt boost, which is great. For the next one, when attacking an enemy in the area around your enemy's treasure, increase damage dealt by 5%. Once again, this is really good because it increases that damage dealt. So, in total, if everything lined up, no matter what, you're going to get a 10% boost if you're in your enemy's treasure. But if there's no allies around, 15% attack boost. Alright, next thing is tags. Tags are confusing, but they are insanely important. Every time you want to put a medal on a character, we'll go with if he's level 100, you want to put medals on it that are going to have similar tags. For instance, right here, you want, number one, you want to get a medal that has the most tags you can get. Gear 5 is a great example of a medal that has a ton of tags. The more tags, the more trait boost you get. So for the Perfect of Blood Brothers, who has them? I think it's these two. When your allies are near the treasure area where you're at, increase damage dealt by 7%. So this then, because my medals worked for if their allies are not near you, now I have the trait boosted by 7%, to where if they are near me, in my treasure area, I get 7% more, which then is, instead of 15%, you get 17%. So still, you're always going to be boosted by 17% or 15%. Next tag will be the captain effect, which will be obviously these two. Boost your capture speed by 14%. That is huge as well, especially for an attacker, because attackers already take a flag slow enough. So any capture speed boost that you can add to your character is a huge help. The next pair effect is a Paramecia. Boost the cooldown reduction speed of dodge by 7%, especially for Zoro, because on perfect dodges, he gets that slash, and it does a good amount of damage. So if you can, by any way, cool down the dodge, do it. The trio effect, worst generation. When your team has less treasure secured, increased damage dealt by 10%. Now, increased damage dealt caps at 40%. So if everything lined up, you could be between 25 and 30%. But like I said, it caps at 40. So you have to keep that in mind. And then the Tree Effect Straw Hat Pirates boosts the cooldown reduction speed of skill 2 by 20%. Once again, this is huge for Zoro because Straw Hat Pirates is a great tag. If you on your two main people, if you can get a Straw Hat tag, try to get a Straw Hat tag. The reduction speed of skill 2 by 20% is huge, huge. And then I also have the Trio Effect for Dressrosa, which just boosts the cooldown reduction speed of skill 1 by 20%. So my dodge has the cooldown reduction speed down by 7%. Skill 1 and skill 2 also are down by 20%. So try and get your medals to match up with tags as best as you can, because at the end of the day, it's going to benefit you insanely well. You have no idea. All right, next I want to go over to where you craft medals. And a lot of I think a lot of medal guides that I've seen don't include this. A few do, but this is important. So say you have a runner. We'll say Gear 5 Luffy. You want to up his capture speed. So go to where you craft medals, go over to types, go to filter, and then do capture speed. And then do craftable, so you know if you can craft it or not. And I've got 2 that boost your capture speed that I can craft. So craft these if you can, and try and put them on your Gear 5 Luffy. Whether it's 60 seconds less or less remaining boost capture speed. This one's alright. The law though, the law set on a runner is beautiful. If you can do a law set on a runner, do the law set. I'll go over best sets for certain characters in another video. Right now I'm just explaining the basics. But if you want to increase capture speed for a runner, which is what you should do, go to craftable capture speed, look what you can craft. If you wanted an attacker that does damage increase that is craftable, these are all the medals I have currently that I could craft that increase damage dealt. So once again, huge toward putting anything on your character and learning what medals to do. Alright, next I want to go over upgrading medals. Obviously, it's not too complicated. You can either put a medal in there, press upgrade, okay, and let the time go down, or you can instant upgrade it using hammers. It's honestly up to you. It's not really a big deal. It's just upgrading medals. However, when it does become a big deal is after you've upgraded to max, what you can now do with the medal. So, for instance, transferring a trait. Say I upgraded a Sabo medal in the current what's it called? The medal event right now. He has when equipped character's element when spawning his light element, increase attack by 18%, increase defense by 7.5%, and increase crit. Crit's not very useful, so I'm just gonna, for the sake of the video, override crit. So now what you can do is you can take a medal from what you have and you can put it in, and then you go to transfer. So that trait that you pick to take away now can be replaced by any of these traits. You have a 33.33% chance to land the one you want. So it's not 100%, but it definitely is a way to, if you get lucky, get a medal up to 9 without using any of your items to add traits. So this is definitely a way to do it. Just remember, pick the trait you want to switch out, then pick a new medal, and remember you only have a 33.33% chance to get the one you want. So just keep that in mind. The next thing you could do is go over to items, and you have all of these. You might have a lot more than me, or you might have a lot less. It kind of depends. But if you do have these, save them. Only use them for really good medals. Sabo, however, is a pretty good medal. I really like his unique trait because allies get KO'd all the time, and it'll be good for your skill 2, especially with like Zoro or something. My skill 2 goes down by 6%. So this is a pretty good medal, but I already have 1 level 9. I think I might have 2 level 9. So I'm not going to use any of these. But all you would do is click the trait you want to replace, go over to your medal, say you want to add health. You would take this, put it over here, press accept or whatever it is, and then boom, now you have a 3-star trait that gives 160, was that? 640 HP. Dang, that's pretty good. But yeah, save these and only use them on good medals. The next thing I want to go over is inventory and sell. If you have any extra medals, you can put them in here and sell them for metal, I guess we'll call them metal points. I don't know how much. A 9-star medal goes for 50. So say you've been looking on YouTube and you saw a set you really like. Go to metal points. If you have Metal Rush 7, you can do Metal Rush 7. If you don't, then you don't. Go to metal points. And you can buy, more of your medals that you need with medal points. If you have medal points for Medal Rush 7, you can go and buy. I think I don't know how often they change this. It might be per day or per 5 days. I'm not sure. But go in here, you can get event medals that you may have never got before, or you need for who knows a set of your building. And then the last thing I want to go over is just make sure, like I said earlier in the video, you put the right medals on the right characters, and you only need to put the right ones on for your 2 main people. Right now, I'm trying out the new Bounty Fest unit with Kizaru. So only put the medals that you need on these 2. Down here for your support, just put any level 9 medal you have, and then just keep them on there because it doesn't matter. You don't need tags or anything for support. Support, you just need any level 9 medal you have. Throw it in there, you get the most support out of that. Stay tuned for the next one. Please feel free to follow my TikTok at Trulycertified. I post One Piece edits on there. Please feel free to subscribe and like to my YouTube. It means more than you know. And I also stream on Twitch, not just YouTube, and it's Shusui over there as well. Yeah, thank you all so much, and have a blessed day.